Go.
Good day. We are Group 4. I am Ace Lagaras.
I'm Ryan Polvorido.
I'm Cyrus Joshua B. Magtibay.
And I'm Nikolai Brito.
Today, we are presenting What is Iceland?
Before we talk about it, we must ask that why was Iceland a country of interest for us? One of its reasons, its unique and geological and geographical traits that makes it stand out from other countries. For example, it is much closer to Europe than North America, its nearest neighbor being Greenland. It is geologically young, with young land and an igneous province formed by the result of volcanism from its hotspots along the mid-Atlantic ridge, which the hotspot is running through it. As such, the country is geologically active as many volcanoes spread many throughout the land. With that, it's most significant part of the mid-Atlantic ridge and has several volcanoes within its vicinity, erupting almost constantly. Its interior consists of sand, lava fields, mountains, and glaciers, which flows to the sea. Iceland is also home to many geysers and has the availability of geothermal power. As such, the country has utilized many of its rivers and waterfalls for hydroelectricity.
What is interesting about Iceland? Icelandic people may appear timid at first, but after they get to know you, they often avoid showing emotion in words, choosing a more neutral attitude. Icelanders are noted for their simple and straightforwardness on what they want to say. While almost all Icelanders speak Icelandic, they are also pretty bilingual. The majority of Icelanders can speak English fluently, as well as Danish, German, Spanish, and French. This is because pupils are required to study English and another Scandinavian language at school. Here are some traditions, customs, and habits of the Icelanders that you may not know. Rablot or ram testicles, shark, and hard liquor festival. Between January and February, families or even the whole countries assemble to eat traditional foods such as boiled sheep's head, pickled ram's testicles, and fermented shark. Icelanders also have 6 months to name their children after birth. Icelandic love superstition. If you are offered a piece of licorice candy, eat 2 pieces unless you want to stay single for the rest of your life.
Our distance, with an extremely low ranking of 30, it is obvious that organizational structure is built in Iceland for ease or access. Upper management are always reachable and managers rely on certain individuals and teams for their knowledge. Information is routinely exchanged and both managers and staff anticipate consultation at the same time. Communication is informal, straightforward, and participatory. Individualism. Ireland has a high individualist culture as evidenced by its score of 60 in this area. The result is loosely linked community where people are expected to look out for themselves and their close families. Employees are expected to be independent and show initiative in the corporate sector. Masculinity. Iceland is seen as civilization that is definitely feminine because of its incredibly low score of 10. Uncertainty avoidance. Iceland's low uncertainty avoidance score of 50 demonstrates that it's generally reasonable society, hence both middle managers and specialists are required. Long-term orientation. Iceland's low score of 28 indicates that its culture is normative. Individuals in this civilization are normative in their thinking and strongly concerned with discovering the unchanging truth. They show a high regard for traditions, a low inclination to invest for the future, and a concentration on getting things done quickly. Indulgence. Ireland's culture receives a score of 67, classifying it as an indulgent nation. Individuals in countries with high indulgence score typically show a readiness to indulge their urges and desires. particularly when it comes to having fun and living life to the fullest.
Culture. Iceland defined with their culture and history that ties to their roots. Iceland's settled Norsemen after the King of Norway is targeting Viking members in the population of Norway. Iceland Iceland been proud and preserving their heritage and their pride of their culture, or their history, and giving Icelanders a strong sense of their culture, art, food, language, and literature. The historical integration made a unique mix, but the factors that affect these are economic history, technology, geography, fashion, climate, focus on feminism, Norse culture, and language. History: the most important detail in the text are the various holidays celebrated in Iceland. Bondadagur is a day to celebrate your male partner, fiancé, or husband, and it's celebrated in January 25th. For the first day of Tori, on the fourth month of winter, if you want or used to using the ancient Norse calendar. Thorbarbolt. It is a midwinter feast, a toast to the old pagan god, and also an excuse to get together with family. Konundagur is like Bunagar as a converse with it, as it is for the women, and while as the men can do anything for the women in their lives that makes them feel special for the month of February 24th. Blundagur, the and Brundagur are two of the sweetest holidays in the country. They are associated with Pastelan and celebrate to the end of the prohibition of 74 years of beer ban from 1950 to 1989. Twelfth Night. It is a popular holiday in Iceland and is celebrated of 12th night with bonfire, fireworks, and drinking till dawn. Ayun. Uh, uh, Thank you for listening. So more or less